Well, welcome back to Numatic Fortnight. Today is Sunday, but it's not Sunday when I'm filming this, spoiler. But yeah, I'm just wiping the dust off of Henry. This is the Henry Plus. I got this back in June 2020. You know, that nice time we were all stuck at home. Yeah, it was nice. Anyway, this I got off eBay back in June for £36, which is pretty good, considering it's quite uncommon. It was in London, and sadly I don't live in London, but I just arranged Parcel Force to pick it up. The seller lobbed it in a pretty manky box that probably would have burst if I'd sent it with Hermes. However, it came and everything was still in the box, which was marvellous. So, 6 months ago in June, I actually cleaned this up and spent ages, polishing everything, wiping everything, etc. But 6 months, and I have actually used it quite a few times, and it's been lying around. It's not just been stored away, it has actually been left out for 6 months. So, it will be a bit dusty. And yeah, it's in good condition. It's kind of well used. The tools are all pretty much mashed, but they're all there. Which, the ones that don't have the tools are always the mint ones. The ones that do are always the mashed ones. I always thought it looked like, you might not be able to see that because the lighting is not great. Maybe you can't see that. That a bit of the casing is actually worn. It's like it was used without that. So it's maybe been apart before. Certainly I hadn't had new motor brushes before, because I had to replace them. The plug is in nice condition, but the actual cable is a bit worn looking. Oh, I did scrub it rather aggressively. The cable's just a bit tatty, the cable. Very smooth rewinds though. See, it's kind of a brown colour. And that's not because it's dirty, it's just because it's kind of worn. Switch is original. There's that. Wheels are alright. It is from 1997 and it's a HVR200P. Decent condition, a few things there, but it's alright. The lid doesn't really clip well onto the base, so it does that, which irritates me when pneumatics do that. I think it's because the base was pretty manky and I had to scrub it pretty hard, so I maybe wore the wee bits. Here's the original filter, which I washed quite gently because I didn't want to lose the yellow colour. I actually hand washed this in just a wee bit of soapy water and the water went yellow, so yeah, clean enough. And it actually has a bag from sometime in the late 90s, which, oh, that's not a hole, that's just a fold. It will actually tell you when the bag's full. Oh, hello air freshener. I don't actually like them. Yeah, that bag is empty. It did have a HEPA flow in it when I was using it as I say daily. Maybe not a daily, but, regularly. Yeah, that lid is on alright. Looks pretty nice. Let's look at the tools. The hose is fine, just the cuff is a bit tatty and it's got a chunk out of it. A wee bit shorter than it ought to be. Hose is decent. It's still got dust in it because even though I washed it, I do not sit with a toothbrush and scrub a hose. These tools are all... The brush is alright. Just normal brush. This is fine, but it'll not do it when I... Yeah, that just falls off at the slightest thing. See, there's no grip there at all. Other than that, it's fine. Crevice Tool, it looks like it just has a chunk out of it, but it's actually got a kind of crack in it. All the way down to the point that it's actually past there. So yeah, pneumatic rules suggested cut it back, but because the crack is pretty far down, I'd end up with a Mila Crevice Tool basically. This is actually quite worn, so when you put it in the cuff, only one side of it grips, the other side it just falls out. Poles are fine. And the head is good, except for on hard flows it makes that dreadful noise. However, it isn't worn that... See, my other one does this too. That's the height of the bristles on this side, but that's the height of the bristles on the other side. I do not know what is up with it. But my other head like that, well, a couple of heads like this, but the other one at the same time does it too. However, it doesn't scratch the floor like the other one does. It just makes a horrible noise whenever you use it. So yeah, let's get you set up and I'll give him a brief go, not very long. It is now time to try Henry Plus out. I've got him set up. and hopefully the camera's at a decent angle. I can't see what the camera's at, so let's give them a go. So yeah, I've no idea what you actually just saw there, however, yeah, pretty good suction. Don't really like the smell of that air freshener, but however, thanks for watching.